a special occurrence, way of celebrating something special year after year, carrying on what has been in the past, today, and in the future.
Tradition is something that carries over from year to year, something that's respected as well as appreciated by students who are in the school at the time, by alumni who've left the school, and something that students who are coming into the school can look forward to.
All right, I've been here, this is 42 years. My definition of tradition is something that happens here at the school that is memorable and can be educational.
Well, they had a lunch tradition which was very popular. They had every faculty member had to sit with a group of kids. So at lunch you sat with a group of kids, and at each table there was a waiter, and it usually was an underclassman. So you were sitting with a bunch of seniors, and there was an underclassman who was the waiter, and they wore a little waiter jacket, and they went back and forth to the kitchen to get food, and they came out with these big plates of chicken, real chicken. It wasn't like processed chicken, and potatoes and peas, and the poor little freshmen would have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and they never stopped. And that was one thing I remember that very distinctly, being, wow, I mean, it was almost like a country club or something.
One of the traditions we still have is field day. So we still have that, and it's been around for a long time.
Well, one of my very many, but one of my very favorites is the mother-daughter junior-senior banquet that is held yearly in the spring. And it began with Dr. Schlegel, who was the headmaster at the time, and Mrs. Schlegel, myself, two girls and their mothers, because that's back in, I've forgotten the year, but I think it was 1974 when Country Day went co-ed for the first time. Girls were admitted to be a part of the school, graduate with the boys.
Back. So there was homecoming court, there was Civil War trip, and there were faculty meetings, okay? And the one that I would like to see come back is probably the Civil War trip. That's the most important one to me.
And then the other thing we had were homerooms. And the homerooms were people that weren't part of your advisory, maybe not in your classes, and they'd come into your room in the morning for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you would read announcements to them. So instead of hearing announcements through your computer screen, you actually, as a homeroom teacher, you read to them. And that would be kind of nice to have a homeroom again. I think that would be a tradition that Country Day could bring back.